Bladesmiths, welcome to the Forge. You guys are about to go head-to-head in a sudden death battle where you'll be building a blade from start to finish in only 8 hours. In order to find out which weapon from the ever-changing wall of Gladiator weapons we have here you will be building, as well as the forge welding technique that you'll both use, we're gonna flip a coin. Eric, since you're the challenger, you get to choose, heads or tails?
Tails.
It landed on heads. That means, Jesse, weapon or forge welding technique?
I want the weapon.
You know how this works. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking the Sika sword.
All right, gentlemen, you will both be building the Sika today. When you turn them in, make sure they meet these following parameters. Your blade length, measure from tip to where the cutting edge ends in a straight line, needs to be between 19 and 21 inches. Your blade needs to be double-edged and have a medial ridge. There needs to be an angular bend in your blade. You need to have a wooden guard with a metal plate and a globe pommel. Now, Eric, because Jesse got to pick the weapon, that leaves you with the forge welding technique. What are you thinking?
Ladder pattern Damascus.
Ladder pattern Damascus. All right, now do you want to have any minimum layer count?
120.
There we go. I love it. Good luck, gentlemen. Stay sharp. Your time starts now.
That is a big billet. My first billet is 24 layers, and my plan is to get it drawn out and then cut it up into 5. That would bring me to a total of exactly 120 layers.
8 hours is not a lot of time to do this at all. So I'm starting with 14 layers of 15N20 and 1095. Welding! I'm going to have to cut it into 3, restack it. That will give me 42 layers. And then I'm going to have to cut it into 3 and restack it again in order to get to my 126 layers.
Jesse, going for his first press. Massive stack.
Jesse's doing a good job keeping everything nice and even.
Now I've got my billet drawn out to approximately 18, 19 inches. I bring it over to the chop saw and begin chopping it into 5 pieces.
I've got my welds set, and now it's time to draw this billet out. I realize that I may have been taking a little more steel off of the billet than I really needed to take off of the billet.
Bladesmiths, we got 2 hours down, 6 hours to go.
So I get my ladder pattern ground in, and then I flatten it out and get ready to forge out my blade.
Jesse putting the bend in on the anvil.
Now that I've got my blade forged completely to shape, I get ready to heat treat my blade.
And Jesse is quenched.
Nice.
I think we're good. It looks great.
Bladesmiths, you have 2 hours and 30 minutes remaining. There it is.
All right.
All right, Eric has quenched his blade.
I check it, and I've got myself a pretty darn straight blade. I'm ecstatic, and then I realize I've still got to do all of my handle work. I'm stressed at this point. I need to make this handle usable. I still have to put an edge on this blade, but there's not a lot of time left. I get that curve as sharp as I can get it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God.
Bladesmiths, turn off your machines. Put down your tools. This battle's officially over.
Bladesmiths, welcome to our strength test, our chariot wheel chop. Jesse, you're up first. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right, Jesse, nice job.
Thank you.
No edge damage. Everything's still straight. So all in all, nice job.
Thank you.
All right, Eric, you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, breathe, Eric. You survived, man. Nice job on the blade. There's a little bit of glinting. It's still straight and still got an edge. Good job.
Thank you.
Gladiators of the Forge, welcome to the sharpness test, the tube slice. Jesse, you're up first. You ready for this?
Yep.
All right, let's do this. All right, Jesse, let's talk about your Sika story here. First up, nice profile with your blade. You have a nice balance with the Sika, and overall, sir, you will cut.
Thank you.
Eric, your turn, sir. You ready?
Cut them clean, Doug.
Let's do this. All right, Eric, let's talk about your Sika sword here. It's a nice balance you have with your weapon here. Now let's talk about your edge. In this area, it's just not sharp. It probably took some dulling during the strength test because I can really run my hand on this. But it did cut a little bit, and overall, well, it'll cut a little bit.
And the champion of today's forging competition is... Jesse, you've done it again. Congratulations. Now, Eric, man, you fought hard. You impressed us all along the way, but unfortunately, your Sika did not make the cut today, and Doug's going to tell you why.
Eric, first I have to commend you because we've never seen a smith with a cool, calm demeanor that you had for 8 hours and turned in a beautiful blade. But during the sharpness test, it showed that your blade just wasn't as sharp as your competitors. And for those reasons, we're sending you home.
I get it. I proved everything to myself that I came here to prove.